Yo, so is it okay for your standards to change? Let me ask you. Let me tell you about my standards, I guess, really. When I think about standards, I think about old life versus new standards. I think about raising your standards, right? Or outgrowing old expectations. All those things I kind of think through when I'm in a calm, reflective state and try to figure out where I am in life. Is there anything different that I want to do? Is there something I want to add to my wish list to go for? And I realized that yeah, my standards have changed a little bit. And here's the thing: it's not something like mistakenly obvious, right? So same job, same environment, same people, same community, same house, all of these things, but um I think internally I'm starting to wrestle with certain things. And I think a lot of my standards are changing merely because of function and comfort that I want, not necessarily materialistic things, right? So it's crazy because I think for me specifically, um, internally and in my mind, changes happen here first in my head before anything around me changes, right? It's like those quiet personal standards. I'll give you a complete simple example because I'm going through it right now. So for me, when I moved to LA, I had a car, Toyota Tercel, 1994, and I moved to LA probably in like 2010s, 11, something like that. Um, and man, I was broke. I was super broke. And I felt like the only thing that kept me afloat was having a car that was paid off. And so from that point on, like 24 on, I've always got the smallest functional, most functional car. So I wouldn't have to have a big swing on gas. I wouldn't have to worry if there was an issue that needs to be fixed. I just always have been very reluctant to enjoy a vehicle because of those broke moments and the car being the only thing that kept me, okay, cool. I can sleep in my car. I can use my car to go get a job that I can make money at. Oh man, but if I had a car note, I'd be homeless. Like those type of things always ran through my head. So now being in LA 15 years plus, I'm still in a small car. I'm in a Toyota Prius, 2024. Nice car, gets good on gas. I drive to Vegas and back. I could drive to Vegas on one tank without having to stop. I always mention that. So I'm still in this like small car, good on gas mindset. But if I'm honest, the when other people are in it, it's super uncomfortable. It's small. Um, but when it's just me, I'm fine. But even then, it's small. Man, I got these long commutes. I need to be more comfortable. I'm getting old. My back, I need to be higher because now everybody has tent. I can't see through their windows. And it sounds like excuses, but it's really me understanding that my standards are changing. I need to be more comfortable. I need to have a little bit more space. I'm in this car a lot because I work remotely, but I do a lot of site visits. And so just understanding from a functional and comfort standpoint, I need a bigger car. And that's a hard thing for me to wrestle with because I'm so used to having a car and seeing a car like underwear. Like I said, I gotta have it, but I don't need the $30 repair underwear. You know what I'm saying? Or the $40 repair. Now I've had them before and they're very nice, but it doesn't it's like, what's the point of I just be doing it just to do it, right? Have a nice underwear because then you have to tell people or people have to know you have the nice underwear. So I kind of feel like that about a car. And I'm not saying that I need the nicest car, but just the next step up it seems very heavy for me. And here's the thing, probably cars are the only thing that I have that issue with. I do not know why. In my head, quickly in the last 7 months, I've said, yo, these kids are getting bigger. the family is easier if we have more space that they can visit, and we need, a first floor extra bedroom. Like, it's very easy for me to say, all right, we need a different house, a bigger house. We need different space, blah, blah. Like that, for some reason, I don't have the issue with. But a car, for some reason, a car is my biggest hangup. I don't know why. And it's literally because when I moved to LA and I was broke and I had no money, I know the one thing that used to take my friends out, take my creative friends out, everybody was creative, trying to get a deal somewhere, come to LA to be famous. The one thing that would take them out and send them home was the car note, right? Because everybody was trying to make rent. We were all renting rooms and stuff like that. So it's like, dude, you can just get your 500 for your bed or your $1,000 for your half of the rent. Fine. The one thing that would ever take everybody else, the car note. And so I didn't have a car note, and I never felt too far behind because even when my car shut down, it was an old car, so the parts weren't expensive. So I've always had this block in my head about cars. And for some reason, my standards are changing. It took me 16 years though. And so I'm still like, just the idea of a crossover instead of a four-door sedan, low to little bitty car seems heavy to me. The idea of a lease or a car note, the idea of like all of that stuff feels just it just feels heavy. So all this to say, your standards can change, but I think it starts up here first. And for me, it's starting up here. Like I'm getting prepped in my mind and I'm wrestling through my hangups so that I guess when the time comes, or once I finally make it to the other side of this conversation and it's filling in my head, I actually can align align my lifestyle with my standards, or align my car with my standard, right? Um, and so for you, maybe it's how you spend your time. Maybe something that used to seem very normal and fun is not so normal and fun anymore. Maybe the things in your conversations you talk about, you don't want to talk about anymore. The way you used to approach work and coworkers, maybe you don't want to do that anymore. Maybe you want to raise the standard on some things that you really enjoy and you're killing it at. Maybe you just have been in a rut for a while and you know that you need to level up personally. So you want to raise the standard on how you do things and how you execute and how you um have your processes. Like you may want to procrastinate less. So raising your standards or changing standards, not they don't necessarily have to be these big decisions or these materialistic things, or be materialistic based, even though it's something material, if that makes any sense. Because for me, it's the car, but it's not necessarily a luxury car. It's just getting to my mind to be okay with another car. You know what I'm saying? Or another type of car. Maybe those things they aren't dramatic big decisions, but they're important ones, right? So make sure as you go through these shifts, you get comfortable with accepting these standards, um, because they're important. And I think that's why they're quiet at first before they get loud. I think once they get loud, you have an issue. Yeah. And so that's just something I've been thinking about lately, especially as I'm going through this car situation in my head. And I know once it gets loud, I'll have an issue. And so I don't want it to get loud. I want to deal with it while it's quiet, while it's subtle, and while I feel that I have a handle on it. So maybe you're dealing with the same thing. If you have standards that are changing, that's okay. That's okay. But you got to deal with them. You got to deal with them, and you got to be prepared to adjust while they're quiet before they're too loud. And if you have an issue with it, don't stay lonely. Like talk to people who are enjoying or living in the standard of whatever it is that you're trying to pursue or acquire, whatever that next standard looks like, or whatever that next growth level looks like. That make any sense for y'all? That's just kind of what I've been thinking about lately. So yeah, don't stay lonely. It's okay. Embrace your new standards. Peace.